Welcome to my Mind Over Matter Sunday night hangout. Decided, well, why the hell not, right? It's like a spontaneous weekend, right? It's like I wasn't feeling it earlier. I thought I was gonna do a show. I was like, oh, let's see how I feel. I wasn't feeling good earlier. I started not feeling good, and I kind of changed. It changed around about an hour ago. I started feeling a little bit better. I was like, okay, well, maybe I could come on and just talk for a little bit. Come on and produce a little show for maybe an hour or two, and get the Sunday night over with. Hope everyone had a good Sunday. Out here was pretty chilly all day today. It was a beautiful day, and I'm about to light up my medicine. I'm actually gonna light up the piece that I had from earlier. Light this one up, and then I have my evening joint to smoke, and I'll be smoking that also on here. Hopefully, I'll be smoking it on here. Let's see how I feel in an hour into the show, and we'll go by there. We'll go by ear, and whoever wants to come onto the show, just come on. Make sure you just have everything in order, especially Albie with his echo, and it's just it's good times. Chill out, listen to some music, and have a good time here on my Mind Over Your Matter Sunday night hangout. So if you want to come on in, the StreamYard link is on the chat. Is help yourself and come on and let's talk it out. All right. We're back again. Let's go ahead and bring in Albie. What's up, my friend? What's going on, dude?
Yeah,
Compadre, what is going on with you?
all right.
All right.
Yeah, man. I had to
Man, what's
help
going
put a
on?
log in the ground.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. It's a nice Sunday night. So decided to come on here for a little bit, talk up for a little bit. Ohio. I don't know what's going on with Ohio, but they need to get their shit together and deciding who's going to be the president of the United States because they don't even know what and who they want as president,
Yeah,
and that's crazy.
yeah, it is.
Let's see what else is going on. Whew. I'm smoking this medicine. This medicine is really good. It's pretty strong.
Yeah,
I don't know why it feels a little so strong. I think I put the my little potion together because I kind of like it feels like a potion every time I put my medicine together because I put like different herbs and different weeds together.
yeah,
So I blend it up and then I make myself my joint. And sometimes it's like wow, it's like holy schmoly, that's a lot. It's like it feels you can feel it.
yeah,
Mm, I feel it like cerebral in my head. Um, it seems like this iPhone begins shipping their first iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. Um, I guess they're gonna start sending out their pre-orders ahead of Friday's release, um, which is a good thing. I, for one, don't care about the iPhone. I, for one, like every year they're gonna say, "Oh, this phone is better than the last one," and this phone is better than the last one, and of course they're gonna want to continue for you to buying the same old technology. All they're doing is just putting your upgrades to it. That's all, and not even much upgrades to it because you're not even getting a phone charger or a wire like a wired headset for your phone. They're not even giving you that. So you shit out of luck when it comes to if you're hoping for a battery charger for your iPhone 12, you're not getting one. You're gonna have to buy one or use one that you have at home. which I think that's dumb. If you're paying like $1,000 for a phone, yeah, wouldn't it make sense to put in a charger or something? Maybe a wireless charger, which it's crazy. Um, and it's just is what it is. Um, I guess here looking at a report. Um, okay, it's not here. The report I was looking for. Here it is. Federal judge strikes down Trump plan to slash food stamps for 700,000 unemployed Americans, which I think is a good idea. I mean, Trump, he's made some bad calls in certain areas, and one thing you cannot do is take food from people's mouths if they're unemployed and unable to seek a job for certain reasons, especially if they're disabled or or having hardship times of hardship. I think this is a great decision by the federal judge on Sunday, formally struck down a Trump administration attempt to end food stamp benefits for nearly 700,000 unemployed people. Blocking, as it's something that it, it, it makes sense. Okay, so for the let's see here, um and which is a great idea. I think sometimes leaders, they think they're doing the right thing, and it turns out it's not so good, but then the courts come and can correct the mistakes that could possibly be made by the administration. So them striking down this measure for the food stamp program for the 700,000 people, I think that's a great ruling. At the end of the day, these people, they need food to live. They need food to, depending on their families and their situation. It's something that the president needs to think twice before acting on certain things and thinking that it's going to be helpful, and in reality it's not helpful. um but those are things that those presidents do. They do certain decisions that don't make sense, and there's some decisions that they do make sense, and then the courts. So the good thing that these things goes through the courts, and it's kind of like a block, a roadblock. So I commend the courts for standing up, the federal courts for standing up to this. And yeah, and also it's a win for the people, and that's what we're here is for the people. It's not for the president or who gives a fuck who's in office. We have to care about us and how we take care of ourselves. The president of the United States is not the president of the fucking world. you know they think that the president of the free world, and it's not. You're just a president of your territory, your little land that we're on, and that's it. But don't take food from people's mouths. Don't take away food stamps from people that are dealing with hardships. Right now, people are continually to lose jobs, and yeah, there's growth, new job growth and stuff, but there's people who are still going to be unemployed by the end of the year. You're going to see a mass layoff of airline workers, coming up, and it's just not going to be good times. And I just hope people are ready for that, because it's going to be a dark winter, and it's going to be gloom. And if Biden wins, oh man, it's gonna be gloom and tears coming down, shedding from a lot of people, because it's just not gonna be good. It's just not going to be good. Let's see here. just looking after looking just looking at some articles here. Um, I guess the Giants, New York Giants, won a football game. Congratulations. I guess. I guess whatever that is. I saw a football game. And I was like, I was watching the games and I was entertained by it, but it's like this game, I just really didn't care for. So congratulations, I guess, to the Giants. um, let's see here. Baby born after pregnant woman shot and killed in Chicago lives only for 4 days. Baby boy who delivered after his mom was fatally shot last week in Chicago died after only 4 days of being alive. Huh. And that's why I say, where's Jesus? For stuff like this, I say, where's Jesus? I don't care what people say. Oh yeah, but he can't do that. Listen, where's Jesus? Yeah, he's supposed to be the Almighty and protective and do all this and that. Like, where is he at? Like, he's not here. He's invisible. Of course. Yeah, the invisible man, the visible bush. Oh man, I'm trying to see if there's any articles to talk about. And there's not really much to talk about besides, all this Biden and Trump stuff and, the tropical disturbance expected to form in the Atlantic and another system we have to monitor. But I don't know. I'll look at the map again because those maps, they tend to change like every 6 hours. They're constantly changing. It's like I look at them and I'm like, and then one of them I have to leave open for a while so it could download. Yeah, like this one here, it needs to download. Let me change the region on it. Put it up here in the North Atlantic, and then we just let it download its its images. It still got like a good amount of images that needs to be downloaded on here. Okay, there we go. So we'll let that go, and then I'll show you what's going to be happening, if there's going to be a system developing or not in the Caribbean. Last earlier today, there was nothing that was developing in the Caribbean, and because they were anticipating something developing in the Caribbean that was going to come up and do all this craziness, and right now it's not showing it. It's not even showing anything developing in the Caribbean as far as like the future maps are I'm looking at, and it's not looking like anything developing. It's actually look like something's developing on the Pacific side and not the Atlantic. But there is going to be a cold front passing by, which is going to bring the temperatures down towards the end of the month, like towards Halloween. Temperatures, especially on Halloween night, Halloween day, and even the day before Halloween, the 29th, starting the 28th into the 29th. It's going to be raining up here in the Northeast. And then the rain is going to pass through late in the evening on the 29th. And on the 30th, it's going to be breezy, cool temperatures up here in the Northeast. And Halloween, it's going to be a nice day for Halloween. It looked like no rain. It looked like it's just gonna be nice and cool temperatures, cold temperatures for nice cool down for the Northeast. And Halloween's already been canceled here in Connecticut. There is no Halloween this year. No Halloween for 2020. If you want to buy candies, you buy candies and just give it to your kids. It's safer that way. Save the money or give them like give the kids, like if you can't buy them a costume to wear for Halloween, just tell them that you could get them something else, and not worry about Halloween, and get them something, that's useful for them. Because Halloween is canceled up here in the Northeast, and which is crazy because when you go to the store, you go to the grocery store, you see all this candy that they're putting out. I'm like, you guys are dumb, right? Because there's Halloween is canceled. So what are you gonna do with all this candy? You know what I mean? Like you're gonna have to put it on sale, and a lot of people are gonna end up buying it from from the sale. Like the day after Halloween, like the first November 1st, you go into the stores, the candy's already like 30-40% off. Some candies are like 50% off. And then they start focusing on Christmas. You got Thanksgiving, but they don't really focus on Thanksgiving. They're mostly Christmas because they gotta sell, sell, sell. They gotta push their merchandise, and because that's the way the economy works. It works on you purchasing things and buying things, and and the future orders for where we get technology and all that stuff, gets put in at the end of the year, depending on the what's sold. And that's how our economy works. And if you put a stop, let's say if everyone decides to not buy anything for Christmas, like don't buy nothing, nobody buys anything, nothing, 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 no toys, no nothing for Christmas, that will destroy a government. It will destroy the like the budget, like having no one buy anything for the holidays. Man, it would kill the economy. It would kill the market. It would just like business will go out of business. Like it would just be that crazy. If these people really want to this Black Lives, all this bullshit and all this stuff, if they really 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 want to hurt the country and make a statement, buy nothing for Christmas. Everyone make a pack and buy nothing, 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 nothing. Not even an ornament, not even nothing. And you'll see how this country will just bend to the American people's needs. And this country revolves on what we buy. That's why they encourage us to go shopping, and they pay you, to take care of yourselves. They pay you money to buy stuff. It's just a whole monopoly. It's just it's like a monopoly game. That's how it is. But if people were to not buy anything for Christmas and be like, listen, we're not buying anything for Christmas. We're just that's just how it is gonna be, for this year. And you'll see how our economy will tank. I think the global economy will tank. Not only us, but overseas, China, everywhere. Like if no one was to buy any holiday gifts or buy anything for the holidays, I think the world global like it will break down. And that's one way to stop the monster, to stop the system. Well, I think that's probably one of the only ways to seek their attention, and to grab their attention is by not buying anything for the holidays, and say fuck it, I'm not buying anything for the holidays. I'm just gonna keep it to myself, and and that's it. That's just what's gonna be, and that's it. You know how the economy will tank. Oof. But the economy's gonna tank anyways. You know, the airlines is gonna be laying off thousands upon thousands of workers, especially after the new year. After New Year's, after New Year's, like that's when you're gonna see the airline industry tank. Um, just because with the virus and the virus creeping up and being a more of a pest to to everyone to the world, um there's not going to be a lot of people that want to fly anywhere. And you're going to see countries that are going to be banning planes from wanting to come in to their country, um like how we had earlier where the United States banned China airlines, any other airlines from coming here to the United States. And we did the same, I guess, for Europe. First, it should have been the other way around. It should have been Europe first and then China, because a lot of people went from China went to Europe, and from Europe they came here to the United States. And they came from the other way around too. They came from China, to the West Coast, but a lot more people that were sick came from the East and not so much from the West. This thing really came from the Far East, literally. Literally, figuratively, it came from the Far East, and it was brought here. And that's why we have here in America over 8,000 cases, 8 million cases of sick individuals. And the number it's a very low number. Okay, it's still low. 8 million is low. Um, because there's 328.2 million individuals that lives here in the United States. 328 million. Okay. Out of those 328 million, right, 8 million of them are sick. So that means 320 million individuals are still okay. It's just you gotta be careful with this virus. It it, it feeds off the weak, you know, and the ones that are underestimating it, they'll come and get you. And that's what the plan is. They knew people were gonna like deny it. People were gonna be like skeptical of it. Of course, they knew that. That was all part of the play, you know. And what's gonna happen is more people are gonna get sick. A lot more. And a lot more people are gonna die. And these vaccines, you can't rush it, you know. Like they keep comparing this virus to HIV, AIDS, and I'm like, why you keep continue to like compare it to HIV, AIDS? There's no cure for AIDS. There's no cure for HIV. There's treatments you could do to prolong and to fight like the antibodies and stuff. Yeah, but that's not the cure. That's not the answer. There's no cure or answer to HIV. So why the fuck are you comparing it to that? Are you trying to tell me there's gonna be no cure for this virus? Hmm. You know, I see no cure. You can't rush the vaccines for it. Like, if that's the case, then why they don't rush for a vaccine for cancer? Why they don't rush for a vaccine for HIV/AIDS? It makes you think. But they're surely gonna rush to get a vaccine for this COVID, right? Okay. You guys are so gullible. It's like, oh, so naive. Like, it's all part of the plan. No matter who's in office, no matter who's the puppet in office, when a leader speaks, that's when the leader reflection lies. Like, the reflection, it's always gonna lie. Leaders are not, especially presidents, are not for us. They're just there to run the business of the country. They're just puppets. They're told to what to say, what to do, how to prepare for things. Like they're told what to do. Who tells these people what to tell the president to say or do? Like that's the crazy shit. And trust me, all these leaders from around the world, they sleep in the same bed. In the same bed. Yeah. Can't wait to tell the people the real truth and how people evolved here in this world. And no, we didn't evolve from fucking monkeys. If you think that, then you're a fucking idiot. We didn't know evolve from no fucking monkeys. Oh man, it's just I don't tell you any little thing they say, everyone believes, right? So it's like, yeah, you're fucking monkeys. Oh, okay, we have to believe we're monkeys now. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, we were all dropped off here. People were dropped off here. That's why there's so many different religions, so many different people from different around the world and different languages. Like, how the fuck they have different languages and understand, their languages and stuff, and it's just different. Like, how the fuck? Like, why the whole world doesn't just speak one language, English, the universal language, all one language. No, everyone all around the world is different languages. So like it's crazy. It just doesn't make sense. It just to me it just doesn't make sense. And you're trying to tell me that all humans are the same. I'm like, no, we're not. No, we're not. We're all from different parts of the galaxy. We're all dropped off here. Like we're refugees. That's what we are. In reality, we're refugees and we're stuck here in this camp, in this refugee camp that we call planet Earth. But I'm here looking at the new images to see if there's anything that's gonna develop. Um, it's not showing it now, so and I'll show you guys in a moment. It's still downloading. I still got like four more images to download, and it'll be ready. It takes forever. I don't even know why. It's like it should be up quick, but there's a lot of people that are in that site, so that's okay. Let me actually bring up. Um, see, they're not even monitoring that area. That's the crazy stuff. That's funny. Like that's why the future cast is not so. It's not accurate. It's not the end all. It doesn't mean shit. Hmm. I'm gonna take a look at the maps here real quick, and I'll run everything. Do a little quick little tropical update with Rick. Yeah, but as I said, let's put some music and let's chill out. Um, just gonna put a little music. Gotta get me a bottle of water. Actually, my bottle of water here is low, so I gotta get me a new bottle of water. So with that said, let's put on a little music and be right back. All right, all right. I am back here chilling, chilling. And it's the 18th of October. And I'm thinking, what can I do for the zero people that are watching? I got my rod, my divination rod, my rods that tell me the truth and everything from my energy, and can ask the rods a question, and we can get that answered. Uh, Albie, what's going on with you, man? Bring Albie back on here. What's up, Albie, man? Albie, can't hear you because your mic is out. There you go.
Yeah, yeah, what's up, man? I'm just having internet problems.
You with your internet problems, the world with its problems. And first, we'll do the weather. So let's go ahead and do a quick look at the tropics. And here we are. And let's go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about here in the tropics. This is as of right now. Um, this is the 19th, actually from tonight, midnight. So this is the future cast. And there's nothing going to be forming. It doesn't look like at the moment nothing. There's low pressure in the Caribbean, but it seems like nothing really forms. There's a storm that does form in the Atlantic that kind of like gets pretty close to Bermuda, and it goes up to 971, which is about a Cat 1, 967. It's about Cat 1, Cat 2 strength, and it's going to go right into UK. It actually is it's gonna keep going north, but there's feeder bands that are gonna go into UK. So it seems like UK, you dodged the storm because it was going towards you, but now it seems like it's gonna be going northwards. Wow, look at the pressure, 904. That's like a Cat 5 hurricane right there, up in the freaking North Atlantic. I That's crazy. Look, 904 pressure. And look at the isobars. Look at the bars all together here. You know how strong the winds are here? That's Cat 5 hurricane right there. And that's an extratropical system that is very strong, very, very strong low pressure system. Holy shit. 904. I haven't seen a number like that. And like, woof. I don't even remember the last time I seen a number that low. 904. That's stronger than a Cat 5 hurricane. And it just goes northward. So if that's gonna hold true, because it's reading 900. If this is a 900 pressure, that's gonna be a big time storm for the Arctic. Um, oof, I wouldn't want to be in that. But if you see the Caribbean, there's just nothing but low pressures develop. They pop up and then they just fade away, pop up, fade away, and nothing really takes place. Like nothing really happens, and um, it's just I don't know. Hold on, let me shrink this map up here. Only thing you see that pops off is a hurricane or storm that develops here off in the Pacific. Other than that, nothing happens in the Caribbean. It seems like the Pacific takes the energy and it stays in the Pacific side and it develops into a hurricane. Um, Probably a tropical storm because it's in the 86, 89. Like, yeah, it's probably more of a probably a tropical storm. Nothing too crazy. Um, the only thing we gotta look at, and I've been noticing, we still gotta keep an eye out for storms coming off of Africa, especially lingering storms here, like in the middle. It's still fighting off shear and going through a craziness at the moment, but it seems like it's gonna something's gonna get its act together down here and it's gonna develop. And I don't know if it's gonna develop into anything significantly, but it is going to come up through the Caribbean and linger somewhere down here in the southern Caribbean. That's something to keep an eye out for the end of the month. Um, as you can see right here, like you can see this area here of storms, and that's something just to monitor because they are intact, so it is moving along the chain here, and then you can see when it gets closer to the islands it dissipates, right? And then it comes up to here. So now the storms that were here, they're in here. So I don't know if this is what the models might pick up as maybe some energy to develop into something, and maybe this future cast will change because of it. But there's a lot of energy in here. Now keep a close eye in the down in the Atlantic, Southern Atlantic, and you can see a few big storms popping up. And then there's gonna be like a low pressure that's gonna develop right there. I don't know if you notice, it's like right in here. So all this thunderstorms here, this is like a broad area of low pressure, and it seems like it's try to get its act together a little bit towards right towards Puerto Rico. As you can see, boom, the area of low pressure in between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. So this is something that in the future, like this is November 1st. Come on now. We're looking into November. This is way too much in the future. And who knows what the hell is really gonna happen um with the future cast. That's why it sucks looking at future casts like this because they don't really transpire the way it says. And earlier today, they were stating that there was going to be a hurricane coming through here, through the Carolinas. That's why this thing changes all the time because now it doesn't show any storms developing off of the coast of Florida and going into the Carolinas. There's just that one big hurricane that's there that's gonna move out and then it's gonna do a bump. It's what's called a bombogenesis, where the pressure is just gonna drop on the storm. Look at that. It goes from 937 to 919 to 904 and to 900. That's crazy. But there's nothing that develops. And you see, there is a low pressure that does develop, but that's the same low pressure that I was looking at that was right around here. You see this right here? This is a little area of this like of a low pressure right in here. And then you see when you move it up, it's gonna come around the high pressure, and then a little low is gonna develop. Boom, right there. But it's gonna right around the high pressure and it's gonna move out to sea. So that's all it's gonna do. And then there's another low pressure that tries to develop in the backside, kind of like a little nor'easter, but it goes out to sea. So everything's just going out to sea. High pressures dominating these storms. There's really the Caribbean. Like they were talking about, oh, maybe possibly something big happening in the Caribbean, a Cat 4, Cat 5, and it doesn't look like it. Like, sorry, Buster bro. Like there's certain channels there. Like I had to just like unsubscribe to them because it's just Like you can't to the future because like you could look at the charts, you could look at it, and you could move it back and forth, and you can see what the weather's doing, and you could kind of project what's happening. Actually, if I wanted to, I could actually go back few days, and you can see how the weather was starting from the 11th. So this is when the hurricane was out here. This is Delta. So let's go back and you'll see Delta take off. Actually, this is from the 12, 13, 14, 16, 17. See this one here, this model here is still now is showing a system developing in the Atlantic. You see, and on the 23rd, the 24th, and something developing really big and going out to sea. So you see how the models continually change, and that's how it happens. It's like on the 20th, there's gonna be some kind of low pressure by Jamaica, and then it's gonna be hovering there for a while, and it's gonna get its strength together. It end up being a Cat 2, maybe a Cat 3 hurricane. And it's gonna pass close to Florida. So you see how the model just changed? Literally, it just changed on us. Now it's saying that there's gonna be a hurricane. So with these things, man, take it with a grain of salt and get that salt and throw it at your eyes, and don't really look into it too much because it's just an outlook. It's not. It's just a prediction. It's not set in stone. That's for sure. I got my rods here with me, my definition rods, and I haven't used them in a while. It's like, man, you gotta ask the question, right? Is Trump gonna win the election? Ooh, it says no. Oh man, that's not good. Is Biden gonna win the election? Yes. Oh man, there you go. If you you caught it here, and the only one that caught it is Albie. I have my rods here. I asked if Trump's gonna win. I said no. I asked if Biden's gonna win. I said yes. That's fucking crazy. Oh man, we don't need a pedophile and all this drama in the office right now, man. I'd rather just leave Trump in there, let him continue doing the work, for the people, and then another 4 years we'll get somebody else. It's just right now to change a whole administration, and it's like, and then going back to like the Obama administration again, because that's what it is. That's what it's going to bring back. It's just that crooked side of politics. It's just, oh man, makes you think like you should just jump ship and just get out of here. get out of get out of the United States. Okay, so right now, National Hurricane Center is just giving this storm here, this disturbance, an 80% chance to form within 48 hours. It's just showers and thunderstorm activities as isolated in this area, and its conditions are going to be in the next 5 days. It goes from 48 hours. It goes from 80 to 90%. So the storm is definitely going to become a system. The one out here, there's nothing here right now. They had it yellow for something, but now they don't have anything. Let me refresh it. Maybe they'll come up. No, nothing here yet. So they're not even monitoring anything here for the next 5 days. Um, let me see. We could check out the satellites. Let's go with the Gulf of Mexico. This is the Atlantic. Um, this is the way wide one. I don't want that one. I want a closer loop. Okay, here we go. Um, Everything doesn't look too bad. The Caribbean looks pretty quiet. There's a little area here off of Florida that I just just got to keep monitor on it because there's a low pressure can develop out here near Florida. So gotta. Yeah, I'm surprised that the National Weather Hurricane Center is not even monitoring this area here. They're monitoring a system that doesn't have any storms around it, and all the storms is on the east side of the storm. But they want to give this a freaking 80% chance to develop into something. What is going to develop into? Let's see what happens in the next few days because all it's doing is stirring cold water around there. So I don't know how they figured that's gonna develop like within the next few days. I would monitor more of these storms right here next to Florida because this the Gulf Stream is running through here and that's where the warm water is. So any storms that are lingering around here, you always got to keep an eye on. Um, right now the Caribbean looks quiet and Atlantic doesn't look too bad. It's a lot of shear winds coming off. You can see the shear winds pushing. So anything that comes near here, this is gonna shed the thunderstorms away. But if it crosses through the shear winds and gets into this area right here by the Caribbean, then it gets into a favorable area. So that's why this time of the year, like the Caribbean is where majority of the storms, and right off the coast of Florida and around the Gulf of Mexico is where you get storms happening. But let's go back to the tropical tidbits here. And let's see, because this one here is stating that, and this was from the 11th. This is what they were forecasting on the 11th, right? Now let's go to the 12th, and this was the 12th what they were forecasting, like something developing in the Caribbean, and then coming up and hitting Tampa, and going through Florida, and then coming up to me, like at a 9:52, coming to New York, Connecticut, straight up to right direct landfall on top of us at a 9:47. That's a Category 3 hurricane on top of us. That's what they were predicting on the 13th. Okay, now mind you, we're on the 18th, so new predictions as of the 6 p.m. Shows nothing developing in the Pacific. In the only in the Pacific, that's the only thing that's developing, and nothing here in the Caribbean. So that's why I was concerned because like the other day, which I was saying, it was the 11th when I did my show, and I was talking about the system. I was like, yeah, but look how the system pulls up, and from the Caribbean it comes up and then push out, right? And then on the 12th, the very next day, we come back over here and we come back onto the 12th, Monday, and then it says something totally different. Like each one, it runs a different model run. So this one says it's going to go to Cuba and then miss us here. But then that same day, I think it was on the 18th. It was. I know it was one of these models. It showed the storm coming through. No, I don't even think it was this one. I think it was the 13th. It was one of these days. It was projecting to come to hit like Florida and then come up and hit. See, this one just shows something developing. Uh, that was the prediction on the 13th. No, I just had it. Where is it? Um, let's see. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I got like a disco going on here. Oh my goodness. Let's just stop sharing. Isn't my computer starting acting like a disco? Like, what the hell's going on here? All right. So
What?
here's the model run from 12. And I got the model run here. Let's bring this up here. Let's get this model run here. Wait, it's not showing me that model run. Give me a second. Why is it not showing? What's going on here? That's why I'm starting to not like StreamYard. I'm really starting to not like StreamYard because it's not letting me. It started doing this flickering thing. Okay, so let's see if there's another way to share. Come right here. Okay, that at least that works. So this was what I was looking at on the 12th, and when I did my show on the 12th, was concerning me because it showed a storm developing in the Caribbean. As you can see, it slowly there's something that develops in the Caribbean, and then it turns in. There it is, and then it turns into a hurricane. 971, 960, 957, 956, and it's 953, and it's going towards Florida, and it hits Florida. And then after it hits Florida, it kind of gets attached to this front because it's like a front that's coming through. That's what's pushing it upwards, and it goes to a 957, 952, 947. That's a cat. That's a Cat 3 hurricane on top of New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, getting hit with a big time storm, and then it goes away, and it goes up north, and then it's gone. That's what was my concern before, and that was the model for that day, like to hit us. But now you go to today's forecast for the storms, and today's the 18th. You don't see that happening. You don't see you see that one storm develop into a hurricane, and then it moves out into the northern Atlantic, and then it bombs out, and it turns into the super bombogenesis system with a 904 pressure. That's crazy. That's super low pressure. I wouldn't want to be around that storm in there. You know how the oof, that just would be crazy. That would not be a good situation out there in the North Atlantic. But then you see there's nothing that develops, and nothing really turns out. There's some low pressure that develops like around Virginia in the latest, but it kind of like stays out in the ocean, doesn't really turn into anything, and it just moves out. But then there's others like November 3rd, there's something by Puerto Rico, and then there's something here in the Atlantic, in the mid Atlantic, with a low pressure system on there already and high pressure over it. So system is just going to move right across through here because you got a dominating high and a dominating high here across the states. So you got two high pressures, and all it's going to do is just be pushing these storms right across. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Oh man, let me get this out of here. Bring this back over here. Come on. All right. So yeah, I'll be. Oh man,
I'm all right, man.
ready for ready to call it a night tonight. I'll be on for like another come on for another half hour.
All
after
right.
that I'm
Okay, that's cool.
out. Probably watch some Sunday night football or something. I don't even know who's playing, and don't. I just watch it because it kind of like puts me puts me kind of asleep sometimes. When I watch these storm like these games. And I think there's a game that they were showing on here. My football team won today, which is very good. So my football team got their getting their act together. But yeah, it's my football team won 24-0. Woohoo. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. The Patriots lost. Good. I'm here looking at all the games here real quick. I'll do a little drive by on the NFL for those who are interested in that, and there's those that are not, but who cares? That the ones that are not. But Miami Dolphins, that's my team, baby, defeated the New York Jets 24-0. Woof, that's a spanking 24-0. The freaking Titans defeated the Tennessee, actually the Texans, the Houston Texans in overtime. Wow, they came back because the Titans were losing that game, and they came back, tied it up, and went to overtime and won in overtime, 42-36. The Colts came back and defeated the Bengals 31-27. The freaking Falcons finally gets a win over the Vikings. Vikings are not doing so good. Um, Falcons win 40-23. Congratulations on your first win. Broncos big win over the Patriots 18-12. Congratulations to the New York Giants first win of the season over the Washington football team. And that's 20-19. That was a real close game. The Ravens sneak in a close win against the Eagles, 30-28. The Steelers told the Browns, "All right, y'all 4-1. Y'all think y'all good, right? Okay, we're gonna kick your ass." And sure enough, the Pittsburgh Steelers dominated the Browns 38-7. We got the Bears versus the Panthers. Good matchup, great game. But at the end of the day, Chicago was a little bit too much for the Panthers, winning 23-16. The Lions and the Jaguars. The battle of the cats. What do you think is gonna happen? Jags. Not a good day for them. They got trampled over 34-16. And the game of the I guess of well, not really of the week because the Monday night game is going to be good, but the Buccaneers versus the Green Bay Packers, and the Buccaneers came out with a big win over Green Bay, 38-10. And tonight's game is not so bad of a game. I really don't care to watch it, to be honest with you, because it is the LA Rams versus the 49ers. And I think that's just going to be a sleep fest because my team beat the 49ers last week and we kicked the 49ers ass. The Dolphins kicked the 49ers ass and we just destroyed the Jets 24-0. So we're kind of in a little run right now. So don't try to start trying to face us right now because my team is starting to get their act together and they're 24-0. That's the Jets is the worst team in NFL. We won a game against the worst team in the NFL. But the big game is going to be that Monday night game. And it's not even going to be a Monday night game. It's actually going to be a Monday afternoon game, baby. First afternoon game for the Chiefs and Bills at 5 p.m. This is a 5 p.m. start for the Chiefs and Bills for the first time playing at 5 p.m. Monday. And Monday Night Football between the Dallas Cowboys and the freaking Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals' record is 3-2. Cowboys' record is 2-3, and that's going to be a pretty good game. I'm pulling for the Cowboys to try to win that game, and for the Bills and Chiefs, I think for this game, um, man, the Chiefs is gonna. Man, this is the Chiefs lost the last game. The Bills won. I think they did they win. No, they lost their last game too. So they're both coming off of losses. Um, I think the Chiefs could pull it off and beat the Bills. But the Bills can't beat the Chiefs, so it's kind of going to be a good game. It's going to be a good shootout game. It's a battle of the young guns, definitely. Um, hmm. I'm surprised they're playing at freaking 5 o'clock. That's awesome. Like, in a way, it's Monday, 5 o'clock. My
Yeah,
goodness, that's a very interesting. We've never had a Monday afternoon game. Monday at 5 o'clock. People getting out of work and the game is starting, and it's a good game too. It's not like a bad game. It's actually a better game. Like I would have moved the Cowboys game and put it earlier and watch the Chiefs game at night, but um, I guess this game was rescheduled because of the COVID, and they're trying to get this game in. So Bills and Chiefs Monday afternoon, 5 o'clock tomorrow, and I don't know what station that's going to be on. Let me see. They're playing in Bill Stadium, so this is going to be in Buffalo. The game is being played in Buffalo. Um, let's see. Yeah, the Bills lost big time to the Titans, 42-16, and the Chiefs lost to the Raiders, 40-32. So yeah, it's and they beat my team close game 31-28. So I'm telling you, the next time around, my team better beat Buffalo. That's what I'm saying because my Dolphins they're getting their act together and they're gonna try to make a push for the playoffs. Hopefully, you know, it's our it's finally another win for us. It's like our second win, and it's okay. It's like actually this is our third win, not our second win. We're 3-3. Because we beat Jacksonville. Like we lost to New England, lost to Buffalo, and we lost to Seattle. We beat Jacksonville, we beat San Francisco, and we beat the New York Jets. This week we have a bye, and then we play the Rams, play Arizona, play the Chargers, play Denver, play the Jets, the Bengals, Kansas City, New England, Las Vegas, and Buffalo. Damn, the last four games are like the toughest. Holy shit. I mean, if Miami could beat the Rams and beat all these other teams, I mean, they could get one, two, three, four, 5 wins maybe out of that. There'll be 8 wins. There'll be an 8-8 season, maybe a eight. Uh, it'll be nice to at least have an 8-8 season. Um, but it's gonna be a tough stretch at the end for Miami.
yeah,
But yeah, freaking baseball. I think the World Series is gonna be coming up soon. I know Tampa made it to the World Series, so congratulations to the Tampa Bay Rays for making it to the World Series. And I think tonight is the game 7 between the Dodgers and um the Braves. I think it's the game 7. Let me see. Uh, I don't want to watch that game. Are you serious? I rather watch. They're showing the highlights of the Dolphins game. Mhm. Let me see. Definitely gonna have to drop off of Zoom for a second. Let me drop off of here. Okay, drop off of here and come over here.
Miami fans, you're going to see a lot of this in the future. Not right now because Ryan Fitzpatrick is playing well, but two is going to be great for us. Yeah, what a support. What a perfect guy to show him the ropes. For the Jets fans, appropriate for 2020, covering their eyes. Cam Newton and the Patriots. Cam back after missing the start with COVID. He returns against Denver. Rusty
Not so
earlier.
bad. I mean, Patriots lost. Yeah, I saw the game today. It was just horrible. It was horrible. It's like, and they were playing in Gillette Stadium too. It's just they didn't have no practices. You could tell there wasn't chemistry in the game, and it was just like it was poorly played. But Cam Newton, he did pretty okay. He did good. He runs like Cam Newton. He's able to run and push, and it's Cam Newton. What do you expect? And he's a good quarterback. It's just they didn't have any practices. They with this COVID stuff and this COVID, it really is it's messing the world up, man. It sucks that the world is being disrupted, and it's not gonna get better because we don't learn our lesson, and people still want to hook up and be around and having parties and like the kids are horrible. Like the college kids, oh man, I don't see us getting out of this virus stuff for a very long time. It's just because people are just they don't respect themselves. They don't respect their bodies. They're just like they don't care. And if they don't care, you know, they get sick. They can pass it along to anybody, and they don't even know they're sick. Because they could be perfect. They could be no symptoms, no nothing, and they could be passing the virus amongst a whole bunch of people. And guess what? Like you get sick depending on your blood type. It depends, how sick you are. Watch this. Your blood type.
I think it's a type O
Uh,
negative.
you can't think. You gotta know for sure. That's something you gotta know, dude.
Um,
Yeah, because they usually tell you when you do your blood work. They tell you exactly. They tell you. You ask them, "What's my blood type?" and they'll tell you. You gotta know for sure your blood type because you can't assume it. They in the hospital they usually test your blood. They'll know what your blood type is when they take blood from you. It is really important to know your blood type, and that goes for everybody. There's a lot of people they don't know. They don't know. They think they know, and they're like, "Oh, I think I'm this. I think I'm that." I'm like, It's not about thinking. It's about knowing. You got to know if you are, if that's you do have or you don't. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't.
well, I'm a type O negative.
Hmm. Oh man, this medicine is so good. I just lit my joint. Just gonna take a couple of puffs. This is my nightly joint. I'm gonna wrap up the show up soon. Um, just decided to turn it on to see. Man, I put this medicine together and it's just so smooth. Very smooth. Poor Albie. Wish you had medicine, man. Just when do you gonna get your medicine? Do you know?
I think it's end of the month or
You gonna
plan
get
to push next month.
medicine at the end of the month
Yeah,
for Halloween?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. You'd be like, what you gonna be for Halloween? I'm gonna be a fucking ghost.
I'm just gonna stay in the house.
I'm gonna be a ghost for Halloween. I'm gonna put sheets over my head and put two little holes. I'm gonna go and get a old find a pair of sheets and just put all some holes on it, and then that's gonna be my costume for Halloween. I'm gonna be a ghost. I'm gonna do it. Watch. That's the Halloween. 'Cause I'm gonna have a Halloween show. So if you're gonna be on the show, you have to be dressed up as something.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's Halloween. You have to dress up. You gotta dress up as something. Put a
yeah,
sheet put sheets over your head too, and you could be a ghost too. Just put the sheets over your head. Oh man, that's funny. Shit, that's what I'm gonna do. Put sheets over my head, and there you go. Let's see here. Um, where is the scores? Here we go. Baseball. It's tonight. Tonight, I think this is game 7. Yeah, game 7 tonight. Um, Braves versus Dodgers. That's. I think I'm gonna watch this game tonight. Um, Braves versus Dodgers, and we're looking at a what time this game's gonna start? 8:15 on Fox. If you have Fox, tune in at 8:15 for this is a championship game too, I think. This is the National League championship game. I think this is the NL. Give me a second, I'll tell you. Yeah,
okay.
this is the NL. No, this is the NL um championship game, and it's between Atlanta and the Dodgers. The Dodgers record is 43-17 on the season, and the Atlanta Braves record was 35-25. So the advantage goes kind of to the Dodgers right now in the playoffs. Let's go to the bracket, and yeah, it's tonight is the game breaker. We had a game breaker the last night or the night before with the Astros and the Rays, and the Tampa Bay Rays won the AL championship, and they're representing the American League in the World Series, and they're waiting for the National League to make their appearance. And who are they going to play against? Who are the Rays gonna play the World Series against? Is it gonna be the Dodgers or is it gonna be the Braves? We'll find out starting at 8:15 on Fox. So I'll be back on tomorrow. We'll figure out something to talk about. Maybe let me do a reading for the week. Let's see how the week is gonna be.
Alright.
Do a reading for the week. Hmm. Yeah, this is my week. It's gonna be a challenging week for individuals. Some individuals is gonna be a little challenging. Things are gonna be right in front of you and not far. It's gonna be near. Um, you're gonna have days that you're gonna feel, especially like Tuesday, it's gonna feel a little weird. Like you're gonna be swamped with work, and things to do on Tuesday. Wednesdays you have like because I got the seven of swords in reverse. I got the eight of swords in reverse, the ace of cups, the ten of swords, and the ten of pentacles. So basically, it feels like the work week is going to be tough. It's going to feel like it's killing you. Like there's going to be a lot of like things happening this week. And on Friday, it'll be worth it. And all the everything you went through the week, it's gonna be okay because it'll turn out to be a good end of the week, for Friday, Saturday, and to Sunday. So definitely, this week is gonna be a little challenging, and that's my reading for this week of the second, well, actually the third week of October. Can't wait till I do Trump's reading. I haven't even done his reading. I don't see because I the reason why I don't do his reading and stuff because I don't have his permission to do his reading. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't have his permission. It's like it's kind of like evading someone's privacy. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I don't do readings for like presidents or any like outlooks and shit like that. No, I use my opinion for that, and I use my rods for it. But cards, it's not like I don't like to do readings without their permission. That's all. It's just you should have their permission before you do like any reading. And I just feel like I don't want to violate anybody's. That's like I do a reading on you and you're not here, and you didn't give me permission to do a reading on you. You feel me? So it's like you don't do things like that. But yeah, man, Tampa they beat the Astros, Houston Astros 4-2 to clinch the AL, and they're making their appearance again back to the World Series for the Rays. And let's see what happens with the Dodgers tonight. Dodgers got a good bullpen, and let's see if the Dodgers pull it off. Let's see if they will be the number one team to represent, and the Rays were the number one team too. So let me see what was their record. Tampa Bay was 40-20, and the Dodgers were 43-17. So the Dodgers had a better record overall, like between both leagues. Dodgers had a better record. Man, it's such a short season too. 43-17. These teams usually play like 90 something games a year, and they're just playing. Actually, they play more, I think, than that. I'm not 100% sure, but I know they play a lot. They play a lot. They play a lot of baseball, and we'll see what happens on that. Let's see what else is going on here. Um, no, I ain't gonna watch that. Um, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I'm gonna go and
Alright.
lay down and play my bowling game that I've been playing. This is bowling game that I've been into and playing, and watch some football tonight. Watch it from my cell phone. That's the cool thing because I can watch from my phone. If I just close this out here, I can watch it from my phone, which is cool. Freaking
With the advantage. Timeout for Sunday night.
Pittsburgh. They're just showing the highlights of Pittsburgh game.
Pittsburgh on display.
Pittsburgh kicked some ass today.
Pittsburgh, they wanted to come in and shut down the run, which they did a great job of, and force Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And they did exactly that.
they hurt him.
Man pressures, and also how physical they are on the defensive side.
Man, Pittsburgh is a great team this year. I mean, they got a good team, good squad, and they're pretty tough this year. It's gonna be crazy. Hey, at least, I mean, the football's back. It's not the same, with no fans and stuff like that and whatever. And I think the league is a piece of shit. And the end by the end, at the end of the day, I think it's just a piece of shit league.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like a mafia league. Hmm. Wow, this is crazy. But I just watch it because it's entertaining. Wow.
Cannot wait to watch that one next Sunday in Nashville. Green Bay, Tampa Bay, highlight game of the day.
Green Bay, Tampa.
MVP, Super Bowl champs.
Brady wins. Brady got a win today. Damn, Rogers threw a pick six. Boom, interception, pick six. Intercepted again. Another interception. Holy shit. Damn, two interceptions in the next three is what? A touchdown run. 21-10. It's Gronk. Touchdown. Boom. Hey man, Tampa is supposed to go to the Super Bowl, right? And think the Super Bowl it's in Tampa. Mhm. Freaking man, they got Rodgers, man. Their defense. Woof. Crazy. Hey man, Brady's good. Rodgers a great guy. I think Aaron Rodgers is a really cool dude, but man, Brady had a hell of a game today. So let's see what happens. Let's see if Tampa makes it to the Super Bowl and be the first team in history and the National Football League to make it to the Super Bowl and be the team representing, and your um home stadium in the Super Bowl. That's pretty cool. There hasn't been a team that ever done that, so it'll be cool to finally see a team to do it. To finally you know, to have a Super Bowl at their home stadium, and they're in the game. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna
All
watch
right.
tonight, so I'll catch you tomorrow. And
All
thank
right.
everyone for watching, rewatching. Short show, and it's okay. 'Cause it was a prize show. I wasn't really supposed to come on, but I was like, forget it. I'll just come on for a little bit. So with that said, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the flip side.